Good morning, YouTube. Just gonna do a short video here. Here's my toolbox. Nothing real fancy here at home. It's not a snap-on, and I'm gonna tell you, spoiler, it's not any brand. I bought this at Home Depot. It was on sale. This is a $600 box from Home Depot, 41 inch, and it serves a perfect purpose here at home. I don't have to have a fancy box that's going to hold up to a ton of weight here. This is an extremely handy tool, especially when I'm doing the camper and the truck, getting them ready to go. The background noise, I got a neighbor mowing grass and working in his garden, so sorry about that noise. It's digital, air pressure gauge, inflator. I love this thing, and I like the Astro brand. They're a cheaper tool, but they make a lot of quality products. Really like them. Tape measures. There's a flashlight. I keep whatever, cheap knives, tape. There's a regulator. You have a spray gun here and undercoating gun and stuff. A lot of garbage up here, but work gloves. Some of this stuff it just gets given to me. 1.5 socket, 3/4 drive. So that's just basically a little bit of everything. Some masking tape. What do we have in here? Lights, bounce light. Some of this stuff since it's probably close to 20 years old. They didn't have a lot of cordless lights, or if they did, they were so expensive you couldn't buy them. So when I started in this, you would buy 12 volt, and fluorescent was the thing that didn't get hot. Still have fluorescent stuff out there, or it came with this battery adapters. Either way you can do it. And this one was the best thing in the world when it came out, and this is actually snap-on. Or no, sorry, Cornwall. LED. It's also 12 volt, plugs into a cigarette lighter, and has the battery adapters in there. I like that, but I've since mostly used cordless. So they sit here in my toolbox at home. Because at work I have cordless. And I have a meter. It's a Mac. It's a nice little meter. So a lot of this stuff, let me tell you, is either garage sales, auctions, a photo tack. This was actually given to me by my neighbor, so it's probably I don't know that brand, X-Tech. There's a Mac photo tack, remote start button. Let's go drawer by drawer here. I had bought this when I first got my four-wheeler, just because it was a low pressure gauge and they're hard to find. I believe this is Blue Point. See it right there. Since I have the digital Astro, this just sits in here. PVC cutter ratcheting, that's so nice here at home. A lighted magnet, that's just a cheap, probably Harbor Freight or something. Solvent sprayer. Some of the stuff I had at work, and I don't use it at work anymore, so I bring it home. So I do have some snap-on stuff. Actually, I have to take this in and get it fixed. It doesn't lock anymore. Craftsman For the most part, the Craftsman screwdrivers here at home work just fine. There's some solder there. OTC pick set. Those are extremely handy. O-ring picks. Hose removal tools. Striker. Another snap-on. That's a 1/4" drive there. Reversing. Nice little driver there. Most of the stuff's Craftsman in here. A spark plug tester. My box is sort of a mess in here. There's a speed wrench back here, 3/8 drive. I don't think anybody uses those anymore. Blowgun with a needle on it. This might be an SK back here. Yeah, see a little bit of everything. No idea why that's in here. It's actually a cigar cutter. Yeah. Whatever, a couple pry bars. Cheap pry bars. That I don't. If I get into anything, I need anything more, it comes from work. This is a SK wrench set. Actually, my dad just gave this to me. He got a heck of a deal on them at a garage sale. So he bought them up to 1.25 inches, 3/8 to 1.25 inches. I think there's a 9mm in there. Right there, 9mm. Another one. I got a 1/4 inch there too. It was 1/4 inch to 3/8. Somebody added a couple. SK wrenches are nice. These are the old style. Look like your Craftsman wrenches. You know what? Carries the same guarantee, and I bet this wrench set costs you close to $400 or more from S&K right now. A couple Allen wrenches. These are metric. It's just the standard Allen wrenches. Little grab tool. I have used this thing a lot. The little button on it, and it grabs something in a tight space. You'd be amazed how many times you use that if you're working on something like a power stroke or something like that. Drop something down in a spot. Torx keys, these are snap-on. I don't use those at work. I've never used them at work because I have sockets. And they're long and shallow sockets, so whatever. They come home. There's a Cummins wrench set. That's about as cheap as you can get there, but I'll get to the metrics. I'll show you why I bought them. A couple oddball wrenches there. These are wrenches that sort of work. For most stuff they work, but for literally, I think they were $8 or $9 a set. I bought 2 sets, metric and standard. You don't care. I better put these back. You don't care if you have to sacrifice one or 2 or whatever. Everybody's got a couple wrenches that they've bent or cut or whatever for a special reason. Yeah, you got some picks there. Those are blue points. It's a nice little set, interchangeable ends. These are at home because I bought a soft grip set for work like these. The soft grip handles. I haven't used these at home either, or at work. I mean, hardly use them at home. But they are snap-on. They're Torx. It's a nice little set, but I just haven't found much use for them. Probably caught me on the right day on the truck. There's my metric wrench from Cummins, and there's my 13mm. I was using the box end, and I believe this was on a 6.4 power stroke. I was using the box end, and it hit whatever I was trying to loosen. It hit on the other end, so I needed clearance. Probably what, $9 a set, whatever that is. Probably I probably killed 20 cents worth of a wrench there. I didn't figure any big deal. And we've got head gasket leak test. This works. This works really well. I like this tool. I used it I've used it twice. It was given to me. I didn't buy this. It was given to me by a neighbor of mine that never used it. And you put the liquid in, and it seals over the radiator. You suck up into the bulb, and it turns colors if it's leaking. A little bit of fluid there. I don't run into it much unless I've used it twice in 20 years. But it does work, works fantastic if you actually have a leak. Sun-X 12-point metrics impact sockets. I needed some 12 points, didn't have them. Here at home, was running into a lot of stuff. If I can double up a little bit, I'm getting into a lot of stuff here at home, I will. It's a lot of money. This set wasn't cheap, but it wasn't expensive. It probably $40 here, which is cheap compared to Snap-on. That set in Snap-on's going to be $200 or $300. 10 to 24 skips 23 there. That's it. Every other one's there. Got a riveter there. These are another deal. I need to go garage sailing with my dad more often, because he got these for a steal, and they are all Snap-on screwdriver bits, all 1/2-inch drive, and Allen's standard 5/8, 3/8, 5/16 to 5/8, and then the screwdriver bits and a straight flat. Those are expensive. I know he gets a steal on them because he gave them to me. He doesn't turn wrenches too much anymore. My dad's retired now, and I do most of his mechanic work, so he kind of supplies me in tools. What we got here is an old Snap-on 3/4 drive. These are garage sale. Most of the stuff comes from garage sales. And this is extendable. I don't have the extendable handle, but it's still pretty long. You could stand on that and break a truck lug nut loose. I have to do a little bit of hopping, but you can do it. SK ratchet. My 1/2-inch ratchet. I have 2 of these. 6-inch extension on there, probably Craftsman or something. Yep, Craftsman. And I am so diversified here. It is what it is, but to get me through, that 1/2-inch ratchet has been really nice. This came with my impact. I'll show you here in a little bit. Bought an Ingersoll impact. Came with a free set of sockets, 9/16 to 7/8. It's a nice little set, 6-point. I needed this when I started doing oil changes on family cars, because all my stuff was bigger. I needed that. Oil filters are getting smaller, it seems like. Got this set of sockets. Another auction deal. These are Snap-ons. I think this one here is a 12-point Craftsman. 11/16, but I do believe there's 3/4. Yeah, there's 2 11/16, and this one's Snap-on. I think I'm missing one somewhere here. 9/16. I'm missing 5/8. But that set goes from 3/8 to 15/16. The electrical tape's just a little trick I found. If I use it on an impact, which isn't good for a chrome socket, you put electrical tape around it like that, a few wraps, if it does break, it won't fly apart. Snap-ons are pretty tough. They'll hold up to a lot.